Oh man, pacing strategies. This is a good conversation, and this video might not directly make you faster, but hopefully what we hear in the comments below from other athletes will help us all get a better sense of how we want to pace our gravel races, long road races, any ultra type event, things like Leadville, and even road races when it's a big road race and you might be racing with faster people. I had an athlete with a quick write-up from an event back in November, and I want to read what he wrote because I don't know the exact answer to this, and I then want to share how I would approach the pacing. I know we were all into racing for different reasons, and I think this is a good conversation to have because pacing is very often a question, and in my head I'm thinking just race the race, right? I'm going to a race to try to win. I understand that's maybe not the best pacing strategy because I might be racing faster people and I have a very small chance of winning, but I've been on a podium with Jesse Anthony because I raced the race. If I went and raced bat and kill pro race with, hey, I'm going to race where I slot in with these people, I would race and slot in 70th place. But I rolled the dice at the right time, and that aspirational attitude put me on a podium that I never would have thought I could have been on. And that's not a humble brag. That's saying that you can achieve great things and you can achieve things that you don't even think you can achieve. But I think pacing really screws people up at times. But maybe I'm wrong about that. So this is what this guy said. 9th place. I'm actually pretty happy with this result, mostly because I was able to hold on with the top 4 guys for the first 2 hours when everyone else got dropped. And these guys were much stronger than I couldn't hold on any longer than that though, and it was a tough start. The next 20 miles after that were pretty rough, and I just got passed by another group. I ended up passing most of them later on, but maybe this wasn't the best pacing strategy, but it was aspirational, and now I know what I need to do to keep up with the fast folks. That last sentence to me is so important. When you race and get dropped and you go until you explode, you see what the next level is that you're trying to reach. He's not going to understand this if he just raced with the group. Oh, those guys are faster. They're going to ride off. I better play it safe and ride with the people who are in 8th through 12th right now. Guess what? You're going to come in 8th through 12th. Why not try and hang on, explode, lose? You're in 5th place at that point, and then you slide back to 9th. You can make it farther than those 8 through 6 through 12 guys now anyways. Now you need to figure out how do you stay with them longer? What do you need to work on? I just feel personally playing it safe never gets you as far down the road on your endurance journey as an athlete as it does as pushing yourself. Because now you go and the next time you try and hold on with them again and you've done more training, you're going to be stronger because you've consistently trained, you're going to last longer. And maybe these guys went like 5 more minutes and the pace eased up. The pace always eases up. It's just, can you last long enough until that happens? What I'd really like to know is how do you approach this? And if you don't want to post in the comments, please email me and maybe I'll make a follow-up YouTube short or something about this with what people have recommended. Because would you pace with the front group until you explode? Or are you maybe in it to just have a good ride, a good race, but try and ride more with the people where you're currently at? And do you get more out of an event from racing that way? Maybe you do. I'm not saying I'm right and that's wrong. I'm just really curious when someone asks me, hey, how should I pace this? I usually always tell people, hey, do you want to do your best? Do you want to try to win? Do you want to try and finish on a level that's higher than what you expect? To me, my best would be doing this, being in the front group and getting dropped. And if I got passed by 50 more people, I feel really good about making it far with those guys than playing it safe in 15th. Because at the end of the day, 15th or 50th is not a gold star. That's not what I'm going to the race for. Now, maybe I'm thinking top 20 is good. Now, if I went to a race like Unbound, a top 20 would be awesome. But I still am trying to stay with the lead group as far as possible because what if that day is an amazing day and I finish in the top 10? Really, if a top 20 is great, if I get dropped from the lead group and I come in 35th, did I really fail? No, because I was trying for that top 20. I think if there's a way to pace safer in 15 to 20, that still doesn't make me feel as good. Like maybe internally my goal really wasn't the top 20 then. Maybe it really was farther up the ranks. But I think it's easy for us to trick ourselves and say, I'm just going to play it a little safer today. I just think you're going to learn so much more about yourself. You're going to become a stronger athlete by rolling the dice and seeing what the next level is like. You're going to see what you have to do and how hard you're going to have to push yourself in training. A lot of athletes just don't go hard enough in training. Train in moderato a lot. It's like kind of hard, but it feels good. I feel like I put in a good effort. Did you really change yourself though physically as an athlete? Maybe not as much as you could if you did something else. So I love this write-up. Think about your pacing strategy. Please let me know. I'd be curious to hear. Post it in the comments. Email me, Brendan at EVOQ Bike. The last second sponsor shout out to Real Mushrooms. As you see all these people on podcasts talk about nootropics now, what is everyone talking about? Cordyceps. We've been saying this since what, 2016? A long time. You should be using cordyceps if you were an endurance athlete. It's one of the best ways to increase your performance by simply taking a pill. There are very few supplements that I take. This is one twice a day. Good luck with your training. Let's crush it 2023. Can't wait to hear about your successes. Let's go.